Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle and I am here to help you build your brand and your business going into the new year. So today I wanted to talk about some of the lessons that I've learned as an entrepreneur. Now, if you are on the fence about starting your own business or just going full-time in entrepreneurship or as a full-time content creator, this video is for you. So starting a new business can be extremely daunting, sometimes overwhelming, because you're buzzing around with so many new ideas and you want to execute them all. But at times it's easier to just take it one step at a time. Now with social media showing all the highs of entrepreneurship, it looks like there's never dark days running your own business. Trust me, there are dark days running into your business, to the point where sometimes you question, like, am I even doing the right thing? Why did I start this? How did I get into this? And how can I see my way out? It's not always, the happy-go-lucky that you may see on social media, and that's okay. You oftentimes have to be a little realistic as to what you actually see on social media versus reality. And having peaks and valleys within your business is totally normal. So don't think that you're the unicorn that is constantly having these ebbs and flows within your business. Ebbs and flows are completely normal. So as an entrepreneur, I ran my photography business for 10 years, and I'm so excited to share with you some of the lessons that I've learned in running a service-based business. Some of the lessons learned within my business, even though it is service-based, this can also help people that sell products learn from my lessons as well too. So if this is something that you're interested in, please do stick around. Lesson number one, the first lesson that you may experience is that your first sale is gonna come from a complete stranger. And that is okay. Now, when I started my business, I had my friends and family, even at my boyfriend at the time, support me in every which way possible in being my support system. So if they were serving as a model, or they were a friend that was capturing some of the behind the scenes for me, or they just referred someone to my business, that was all support in terms of starting the news that I was a photographer and I needed some business in the area. Now, if you're not blessed with that type of support system, or you may have those friends or families that are doubting your ability to start your own business, or not quite getting the big picture as to why you're trying to be a content creator or a solopreneur, it's okay. You could look for the support, but don't depend on it. It's hard to see past your friends and family to gather you for that support. But when you have a complete stranger who is outside of your circle, recognize what you have to offer and are willing to invest in you, that is the best feeling ever. I would always remember my first person that went for my services that were not my friends or family, and how they found me was through social media, and my heart skipped a beat. Those are the first purchases that you would always remember. And when you do get them, the second lesson is to treat them like royalty and be sure to capture feedback on how their experience was with you. Word of mouth is gold, especially when you're providing a service. So make sure that you are treating them how you want to be treated when you're being serviced, and then ask some genuine questions at the end of the service or even after they've received their product to see how they've enjoyed what they've received. Those type of feedbacks turn into word of mouth. They share with a friend of a friend who may have seen a photo that you may have posted on Instagram, who have seen a photo that they may have shared on Instagram. They may have seen a product that you have, like a planner, a book, something creative that they shared online, and people are wondering, hey, where'd you get that from? Once word of mouth starts, that's when you gather the testimonials that proves that you are worthy for the investment. So be sure to treat the clients that you do receive like royalty, but be sure to receive testimonials from them so that you could share with others, and that word of mouth spreads like wildfire about you and your business. Lesson number 3, you are gonna have to push yourself. This is not your typical 9-to-5 where you have a boss who is above you, who are telling you the rules and responsibilities of your job and your profession. That's not the case anymore. When you are running a small business, it is up to you whether or not you make money that day. whether you are able to contribute to your family, whether you are able to support yourself. So by you being able to push yourself, show up for yourself, be able to push out the content that is needed to show people why you are in business, this is the time where you really have to show up for yourself and push yourself. You literally have to hold yourself accountable. Another helpful tip is if you are able to network with people within your industry, you are able to keep each other accountable, which is an even great bonus. You definitely want people to be beside you, constantly cheering you on, because entrepreneurship can be extremely lonely at times. So if you have your own support system of other entrepreneurs that are in the same boat as you, same industry, different industry, whatever the case may be, at least you're able to confide into one another, lift each other up when needed, and be able to push forward. But in order for your business to be able to function, you need to hold yourself accountable and push yourself forward, even on the days that you just don't feel like it. So that was a lesson I learned. You gotta get it done. You gotta push yourself forward to get it done. The next lesson that I learned is that you have to be adaptable. A really great example is when Instagram started introducing video, not reels, video. And a lot of business owners had a hard time converting their photos over to a video. They had to think outside the box as to what they needed to do in order to communicate that they are a photographer rather than just sharing a photo on an Instagram feed. So that in itself had the whole Instagram community, of course, learning to adapt to this new format that was taking more priority over still photos. Flash forward to today, where now Instagram and most social media platforms are now focusing on short form video, and now we have to learn how to tell stories with our content. And people had to be innovative in a way of how to share their knowledge through these short form videos. And as an entrepreneur, you can't stick with the mindset that I'm just gonna post regular photos and the people that need to find me are gonna find me. That is not gonna cut it nowadays. You literally have to adapt with your free marketing channels that are available to you and be able to execute how they feel and view as a priority in order to get your business and your brand to stand out within that platform. Now, I preface this to say you don't have to continuously jump on trends, which, if you don't feel like dancing, don't dance. If you don't feel like pointing, don't point. You just have to be able to see beyond that trend and be able to stand out and do something a little bit differently in order to be seen. So whether that is telling a story, giving a point of view on a certain perspective or situation so that the person that's watching your video can feel that they are a part of that storyline. You want your audience to feel like they know you, right? You want them to feel like, imagine if you were in my shoes. If I were to wake up in the morning and grab some coffee, how do you want to feel? You want your audience to be immersed in that type of storytelling. And I am so excited about this because this is something I know in the next video is what I'm going to share on how to tell your story in short form video. But for now, the biggest lesson I've learned in this situation and running my own business is just to be adaptable. Don't have to go with the trends. You don't have to point and dance. You could just adapt to what's working and then execute in a totally different way that allows you to stand out on that platform. The next biggest lesson that I've learned while running my business is to trust your gut. You are the heart and soul of your small business. There's a reason why you started it. You had a passion for it. It drove you to getting it off the ground. It lights a fire in you every time you talk about it. There is a reason outside of money why people start businesses. And so you just have to go with your gut when things feel right and when things feel wrong. Other outside influences may question your ability to see if something is going the right way or going the wrong way. At the end of the day, this business is yours. No one can tell you how to run your business. So trust your gut when you feel that you need to move left when everyone is telling you to move right. Trust your gut, only your gut. Seek outside resources, ask for help, but at the end of the day, make the final decision that is best for you and your business. The next lesson that I've learned, especially if you're a service-based business where you're offering a service to someone, is you have to stay organized. When you're running a business, especially a service-based business, there are times where you get an influx of customers, and then there are times where things are a bit slower. What I have found, in order to prevent any mistakes or date mix-ups, whatever the case may be, is that I had to get organized. And so for you, when I say organized, it's not dealing with a filing system and paper. This is actually dealing with a CRM system. Now, a CRM is a customer relationship management system, or a place where customer information can be stored and constantly used when you have an upcoming service or gig or whatever the case may be. This is where your customer information is housed, in addition to having contracts, billing and invoice information. All of that is tied within the client relationship management system. And this way, you can never forget whether or not you have an important date, you have a shoot. You will never forget if you have an invoice that's overdue that the client has not paid off on, or the client hasn't signed off on a contract. That is the best way in order to keep tabs on your business, the pulse of your business. You have to have a CRM system, something to keep track of all the clients that you have within your business, coming in and out within your business. It's a great way to also keep track of emails. So if you ever wanted to go into email marketing, you have your clients' emails should you want to communicate with them regarding any specials, Black Friday specials, anything that you have that you want your audience to know that have been past clients, that they could be a reoccurring client if you stay in steady communication with them throughout the year. So a CRM system really does allow that to happen, and it allows you to stay organized so all your paperwork is readily available to you at any given moment. And the last lesson I've learned is that you need to create goals, plan your content, and take the time to execute them. It is very easy to just go with the flow of what's working within your business, that you lose sight of the goals that you have set for yourself, especially at the beginning of the year. What I have started to do halfway through my entrepreneurship is I started taking my goals into quarters versus looking at it from a whole year. To me, quarterly viewed goals are a little bit more attainable. In order for me to achieve them, I could see the steps that I'm taking every few weeks to achieve those goals. And so if that's something that you are just not 100% sure, if you want to look into setting goals, I highly recommend that if you find that it's too hard to look at a yearly goal, condense it down to quarterly goals. That's extremely helpful. The part of creating the content. Now, social media is not going anywhere anytime soon. I highly encourage people that are having a small business to start executing and performing well in one or two platforms that meets their needs and meeting their goals where their audiences are. Now, if for some reason you're still apprehensive about sharing your life and your business online, I do have one-on-one coaching available where I can make and create strategies that are easy for you to obtain, try, and then be able to repeat moving forward. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, click the link in my bio or click the link below and we can schedule a call soon. But if you are planning content, it's highly encouraged for you to create the goals of how you want your content to reach your audience. So are you in a phase where you're just trying to introduce yourself to the world, or are you introducing yourself to your audience? There's a certain type of content that will be beneficial in doing that. Are you trying to educate your prospective audience and clients on how your services can benefit them in the future? There's a certain type of content that would help reach that type of audience that you're reaching for. There are certain levels to understanding how your audience is well perceived about you and your business, and your content needs to be able to reflect that. So again, if you are on the fence on how you want to show up online as your authentic self, look back at your goals and see what it is that you want to achieve, and then create content around that based on where your audiences are at that present moment. And that is all for today. I hope my lessons in entrepreneurship has helped you in some type of way. Comment below and let me know which lesson that you found fascinating, interesting, or if there is another topic that you want to learn more about. Comment below what that topic may be, and I'm happy to do a video on that as well too. So again, if you are a new business owner coming into the new year and you are wanting to step into your most authentic self online, I hope these lessons helped you in some type of way. And again, I do offer one-on-one coaching so that you could show up strong, present your personal brand in the utmost way, and be able to execute within your brand and business going into the new year. All right, guys, if you love this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.